Hey, what's up? It's Dean Soto with ProSulum.com. I'm here again. Hey, don't judge me. I'm fixing a fence over here. Yes, I should be working, right? Well, we're going to be talking about that today. Today is the 3 things that separate customers from ProSulum with their virtual systems architects. These are virtual assistants with superpowers. They can literally transform your business in 5 minutes a day, and as little as 5 minutes a day. Scale your business, automate, all that other stuff. So we're going to be talking about the 3 things that separate the amazingly massive, successful customers and those who, they're all right. All right, see you soon. Well, gonna be doing some more fence work today. All right, cool. So check this out. This plays into number 1, all right? So I have this fence here, right? I have this fence. It has a big gaping gap here that I'm filling in with some new no-climb. So guess what can get in? Coyotes, right? Coyotes, they get my chickens, foxes can get in. So why does this have, how does this have anything to do with number 1? Well, you have 2 choices. You have the choice of those customers who are or people just in general, the traditional way of when you hire someone, you do what? You train them, right? Training, bad word. We never use that in our company. We never use that at all if you're working with us. Training is a bad word. Training requires 2 people. It requires 2 people to spend a lot of time learning one thing, and guess what? It's very, very inefficient. So training is like having the fence here at the bottom with nothing there, and me just sitting up there at the chicken coop with a rifle. And every time a coyote comes, try and shoot that coyote, spending as much time. Whenever it happens, right? Or having someone else go and do that same thing, right? Well, this right here is a system, building an automated system, or a checklist. It can be a checklist that someone can use over and over and over again. The hole is always filled, whether it's with people, whether it's with software, whether it's with whatever. It's a system. This right here is a system that is always constantly working 24 hours a day. Do I want to be up there with a shotgun? Heck no way, right? But when you're training, that's what you're doing. You know, someone comes in, you train them, it works well for a while, they leave, and guess what happens? Hours and hours of training again. Or you train them, they catch around 25% of it, which is probably around the usual rate, maybe 25-50% of what you actually taught. And you have to train them again, right? Over and over again. But this, my friends, is why those who create systems 5 minutes a day with video, with a virtual systems architect who documents all of that stuff for them and then does it from then on, they see massive growth. They build the system, they build the checklist, they build the standard operating procedure. Boom, 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 24 hours a day. If the VSA leaves and they get another one, or if you want an intern, or you want your wife, or you want your husband, or you want whomever to do it, boom, here's a checklist. Boom, here's the standard operating procedure, right? Pretty amazing. And that's number 1 of what successful clients do, the massively successful clients, Inc. 500, all the way down to solopreneur. That's tip number 1. Oh yes, guys, spring has sprung. Taking a little break from the fence building. Okay, number 2 of what separates the clients who do extremely well with the virtual systems architect and those who are I don't want to do that because just don't tell my clients. Hopefully my clients know who's who. Don't feel bad if you're, use these tips to get better. All right, get out of the sun over here. Jeez. All right, number 2. All right, they think in a way where they know that 1% of what they do is skill. even if they went to school for 20 years, guess what? You've been to school at least 12 years, right? If you graduated high school. So 12, maybe even more. 12 years plus college, 16 years. If you went past that, you're 18, 20 years. They know that despite all of that, the majority of what they know is actually able to be put into a system. Now they create the system. That can't be done. They create the innovation around what will be a system, what will be a process, but they realize that 1% is actually skill that nobody else can do. 1% of what they do, right? And so they're offloading sales copywriting, offloading marketing. They're doing bookkeeping. They're creating systems for bookkeeping. They're creating systems for account management, client management, some design stuff. We have people where they're even managing their Tinder dates. I'm not joking. They go into Tinder. They have a whole thing of facial structure of how they like the other opposite sex to look, the ethnicity, things like that. They have a whole documented system that was done in 5 to 10 minutes via video and then documented. And the virtual systems architect, the VSA, virtual system with superpowers, then goes and schedules dates for them. And messages them and everything like that, messages the opposite sex and does all of that. It's crazy what they're able to do. So they realize that 99% of what they have and what they know can actually be put into a system. Only 1% is what is considered a skill, and it allows them to be mainly the captain of their ship and the captain of their life. Pretty amazing. So this is zone 4 process. 20-something pages, and how to clean the kitchen and the dining room, even systems in our family. Bam. All right, cool. And number 3, the biggest thing is they think differently, right? I have a client who's in the oil and gas industry, oil and supply. Guy is amazing, completely transformed and is disrupting that industry. That industry is extremely old, and they his next competitor up has 100+ employees or whatever, and it's just crazy that they don't care about their customers. They've been doing things the same way over and over, and this guy has a small staff and just freaking dominates in his market. Absolutely dominates in his market. He has his 2 VSAs. And he has a small support staff, truckers and things like that. Absolutely amazing. But he thinks differently. He could have said, well, this is the way we always do it, right? This is the way it's been done in our industry forever. Who am I to change? No, he thought differently. And because of that, he completely dominates his industry and his field, right? And that's what I want for you, is to think differently. Like Steve Jobs, right? Think different. Apple, got to think differently. Much more opportunity out there when you do that. Oh, yes. Oh. Let's make this happen, guys. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to get it done. All right, guys, so I'm going to continue fixing my fence. This system right here, I have a whole bunch of fencing that I got to do. Only 5 acres out of 20, but I won't ever have to do this again. So those are the 5 big game-changing ideas that my successful clients do, and literally have massively scaled their business because of it. I want the same for you. I have a free course down below. If you click the link down below, I have a free course that you can go and register for. 4-video series, goes through the whole entire concept of building systems if you've never done it before. And I think you'll find it extremely helpful and extremely valuable. Go check that out. How to systemize your entire business in 5 minutes a day. And it's super powerful. So go check that out. If you have any questions, feel free to comment on this video, and I will catch you in the next video.